Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel for another LEGO build. Today we'll be building a Marvel set. It's been a while since I've actually built something. Well, I lie. The Avengers Tower. I almost said that this was a while since my last one, but I forgot the Avengers Tower was just a few weeks ago. This is another new one for February 1st? January 1st? One of the two. I've actually had this thing for weeks now, and I'm working through my backlog finally. I keep wanting to add new sets to the collection without building the ones that I actually have sitting literally right under the city, so trying to get through them. This is the Rocket's Warbird versus Ronan. This is a Guardians of the Galaxy or Infinity Saga set, which retails for $37.99. A very weird price, but you know, right around that $40 mark. Has two minifigures, one ship, and 290 pieces. Now normally I would complain about a ship and two minifigures for $40, but at least it is not the monstrosity of the X-Men jet right now. What is it, $85 for a jet? It's just ridiculous how much that thing costs. Or the ship from the Marvels, incredibly expensive. One big reason that this set should at least do a little bit well, and the only reason I really bought it, was the Ronan minifigure. Ronan was an exclusive before this, and I mean, you could get Ronan for probably $40 to $60 at one point, so it is nice to see a minifigure like that opened up to a lot more people. You don't have to go third party to get it. You can walk into essentially any place with Legos. I grabbed this, actually, Lego.com, just when all the new sets came out to start the year, or February, one of the two, and just never got around to building it, so now we are. But yeah, I'm very excited to have Ronan in the collection. That is one Marvel minifigure I definitely do not have yet, and one that a lot of collectors definitely want. So it is sad to see the value probably drop of the original. I honestly haven't looked yet just to see how it's going to start landing. But you have that one of those things where it's a rare minifigure getting released in a cheaper set. The same thing's going to happen to Captain Rex this year, and Moff Gideon from The Mandalorian. So it does suck, essentially, to see if you're a big collector. Like a lot of my rare minifigures up on the wall over there, including Moff Gideon. It'll be a shame if he dips down a lot in price, but hey, it is what it is. You know, it happens. You can't control the market. Lego with Marvel, pricing-wise, I mean, this is at least decent. I think it's okay. It's a little much. I would have liked to have seen it right around that $30 mark. I know it's only a $7 difference, but at the end of the day, that's just where I would have seen it price-wise. But with Ronan, I'm sure you can bump that up a little bit to this. But yeah, not too bad. It is nice to see a little mini-scale Milano set, essentially. It'll be a pretty cool little shelf item, and you know what? At the end of the day, if I break it down for parts, hey, I got Ronan and an extra Rocket Raccoon. So thank you guys so much for joining me for another build. Like, comment, subscribe, share, anything you can. Helps me out a lot. And let's get started on this build, folks. Alright everybody, so overall I actually really liked this. The build was a lot of fun. It's different, very colorful, and a lot of play options if you're a kid. I think this is great. As for the minifigures, we of course have Rocket Raccoon. He's a really light brown compared to what I honestly thought he would be. They went with the lighter fur route instead of the dark route, but it definitely works. You have a really cool molded tail piece here, and then a really detailed torso as well. Standard little gun here with a little Nugent piece on the M. A really cool jacket here, which actually has the original Guardians of the Galaxy symbol on it, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, a custom headpiece for him as well, so very, very cool. Next, we of course have the big man that everybody was very excited about, Ronan the Accuser. Very cool torso print and leg print as well. Everything from the very top to the bottom of him has printing on it. The actual head itself is very cool as well. You have that really cool Kree blue and then a couple different faces to choose from. The cape is also a very interesting one. It's split a little bit, almost looks like bug wings, which is pretty cool. And then the back has a really nice torso print as well. You have your standard cloak top and then his giant hammer as well. So very, very cool, very awesome. Glad I can finally say I have a Ronan the Accuser figure. And then as for the Warbird itself, very colorful. I love it. You have that really cool, like opaque looking, bluish, translucent, kind of like powdery little circles there. I think that looks awesome. These are both flick fire. Just because I don't know where my cat is, I'm not going to shoot any of these off because she will dart for them thinking they're a little tree or something. My favorite colors are obviously orange and blue, so this this obviously is makes me very happy with the color scheme here. Inside you have a little bit of a cockpit, looks very nice, can fit Rocket Raccoon in there perfectly, has a little computer screen, of course close the canopy in. From the front, all of these little guys, you actually twist the back and it shoots them. You can see I did that by accident, just trying to figure out how it worked. In the very, like towards the end of the build a little bit. I gotta go find that, honestly. Oh, it's under a fishing rod, we're safe. But yeah, very cool. And again, it looks similar to like a really small Milano, but for a small build under 40 bucks, this actually does have a lot of components to it. I did say at the start that I thought it would have been a little bit lower of a price, and I'm okay with this being around 38 after building it. A lot of cool building techniques inside. It's simple, but a really enjoyable build as well. It's a nice takeaway from some of the bigger city projects going on around me, which I definitely enjoy. But I think this looks great overall. A lot of fun. Like I said, a lot of flick fire missiles and stuff for the kids to lose and get in trouble with. So I think it looks great. But yeah, that's just going to about do it for this build, guys. Thank you so much. If you're interested, feel free to check out the rest of the channel. We got a lot of stuff going on at all times. I just made a new ending, little end screen and everything and music for this channel as of literally 20 minutes ago, right before this video. So hopefully it's up and running by this, and hopefully I can unveil some of that stuff a little bit sooner, but we'll see. I'm really ahead on recordings right now, so it is a good time to just be able to go through a lot of my backlog here and get it done. The city is still being mills plated. I actually did one mills plate during this build. You know, the ADHD is just really firing on all cylinders today. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for joining me for another build. Let me know in the comment section what new Marvel sets that you would like to see, what you have going on right now, or just what you're currently building. And I'll see you next time. Happy building, folks.